Hey guys, welcome to rooting your device and installing Jelly Bean, uh, the newest version of Android onto your ice cream sandwich Galaxy Nexus. So before we begin hands-on with the firmware upgradation from ICS to Jelly Bean, I would recommend you visit this page over here. And this site, XDA Developers, is a godly site for all smartphones. And for all routing purposes, for firmware upgradations, firmware installations, tweaking, you name it, you get it, whatever you want over here. And the site is forum.xdadevelopers.com slash showthread.php question mark t is equal to 1737849. I'll post the link onto the YouTube video and you can check out the site. And this page is specifically for the GSM version of Galaxy Nexus. So do not play with this if you have a CDMA device of Galaxy Nexus on Verizon or any other network. And pretty much what you have to download from this site is the ROM itself, which there are two links over here. You can choose any one which you prefer and download the ROM for Jelly Bean. And then there's a detailed instruction from Germaniac, but I didn't wanted to actually go through such detailed steps to install Jelly Bean, so I just did it. I mean, I have rooted and installed multiple firmwares in the past, so I didn't find a reason to actually go through that lengthy process. But if you want, you can check it out. And here is the process in very short, and I'll walk you through the process in the video as well. And the other modules that you have to download is the a root fix for CWM, and so this is the super user access that you would like on your device. So download and from any one of these two links. And here's the radio for your GSM device. So it gives you the capability to enable and install the radio on Jelly Bean. Here's a screenshot of how the Jelly Bean home screen would look like. And as you can see, there's a Google Now widget over here, which is something new with Jelly Bean. It shows you how the Android version is 4.1 on the Galaxy Nexus, and then there's just a screenshot of Google Now over here. Pretty much that's it. If you want, you can watch out the video of Jelly Bean 4.1, or yeah, if you want to download via torrent and all that stuff. We have a lot of comments. If you want to go read through it. But in short, this is what we are going to do. And if you're on any other rooted firmware, say AOKP or any other firmware, you would need to actually wipe the data and factory reset the device before you actually flash the ROM. And I'll walk through the steps on the YouTube video. So guys, I've just rebooted into the recovery mode of the Galaxy Nexus, and pretty much most of you guys must be knowing how to reboot into recovery. But if your phone is rooted and installed with Clockwork mod, you can just restart pressing this button, and while you reboot, you press the volume up and down rocker, and it will bring you this screen. So basically on this screen, as you can see, you have these options of installing zip from SD card, wiping data, factory reset, and other options. And even before you progress with the routing of Jelly Bean, I would actually advise all of you to do a backup. So go to this option, do a backup, and it's your choice if you want to do a backup of the entire system or just the data. So I won't get into the backup option at this point of time, but yeah, I have done a backup just to be safe, just in case I have to restore my entire previous ROM. And my previous ROM was actually AOKP, and they did pretty good with the ROM modifications that they did on the ice cream sandwich. So let's get started over here. So the first step you have to do is actually wipe the data and do a factory reset. This is applicable for all the custom ROMs that you have your machine. So let's do that first. And the Clockwork mod team has done a good job of putting a lot of no's so that accidentally people should not be actually deleting their data or cache or partitions. So it's formatted the data, it's formatting the cache at this point of time. says it's complete. You get back the menu, and I'll also do wiping of the cache partition just to have a clean device before we install the actual ROM. And yes, by the way, I did copy over the ROM file and the other super user files from the site that I just described. So it's formatting the cache now. It's complete, and I'll do one more thing. I'll go to advanced, and I'll wipe the Dalvik cache as well, once again, just to be clean with all the caches and stuff, so that it doesn't conflict with the new ROM. So Dalvik cache also has been wiped out. Now let's go back and install the ROM itself. So I choose the install zip from SD card option. Choose install. It says install from SD card complete, and one more, I'm going to install the radio this time. Here's a radio for Galaxy Nexus, and this radio is specifically for Galaxy Nexus GSM version. It says flashing new baseband, install from SD card complete. Now I'm going to reboot this device and see what we have got. So I choose reboot system now, which is the first option. Yeah, it's got the new boot screen logo. This for Jelly Bean, quite smooth actually, so I like the animation. So yes, it did take quite some time to actually load, because it was loading it for the first time, and the Jelly Bean operating system is fresh on this device now. It asks you to choose your language. It says, do you have a Google account? If you use Gmail, answer yes, and it asks me for my Google. Once I logged in, it says signing in, and it says this can take a few minutes because this is the first time. So it asked me over here whether I want to restore from my Google account and keep this phone backed up to my Google account, and absolutely yes. And this will take some time to actually restore my content from the Google server. I'll get back. Once done with that, it will ask you if you want to enable Google location. Yes, for me. Depends on what your choice would be. And it says your phone is set up and ready to go. Let's see how the screen looks. Nice. So basically you get this new okay, so let's see how the lock screen looks. So the lock screen is a bit animated, and they have got this new Google Now option right at the top over here, together with the camera option that was already on ICS, and the unlock option, which is to the right over here. So let's see, let's open this one up, and yes, I get the default screen over here. I'll set up a another video to actually walk through the features of Jelly Bean, but for now this thing looks really nice. Animations are smooth. Nice. Alright guys, see you then. Thank you for watching the video. Bye.